Let your imaginings soar with me to a magnanimously magnificent mashup deeply ingrained in our brain's pleasure center. The simple joy of sublimity, where a decidedly delicious any size icy cold Coca-Cola soft drink or sweet tea is just $1.
You know, I've been doing this 40 years. It's about people. It's not just about numbers, it's about people. When my boys came in the business, one thing I told them was, if we don't earn the business, we don't deserve the business. You need to go out and earn the business, do the best you can, do everything with integrity, do it the right way. And I know the only way to be successful is to please our customers. And you thought the good old days were gone forever? We're still here. Mott's Cash and Carry Building Materials. This is different. This is really different.
Jay's Barbecue. Hickory smoked brisket, pulled pork, half chicken, sausage, wings, baby backs, and the biggest baked potato you've ever seen. 100 East Nolana. Barbecue restaurant, catering, and drive-thru. Gotta love Jay's.
Welcome back to the Huddle. This week's U.S. Air Force Player of the Week goes to a true freshman from Hidalgo, Shea Patterson. Now, Shea Patterson passed for 583 yards in a single game, shattering the old record held by A.J. Garza, who passed for 525 yards against St. Joseph 2 years ago. He also passed for 6 touchdowns, and he rushed for 1. Total offense for Mr. Patterson was over 600 yards. Good job, Shea. You are well deserving of this award. This week's U.S. Air Force Air Assault Player of the Week goes to Shea Patterson. Here you see Hidalgo lined up in twist formation. He fakes the handoff to the running back, rolls out to the right. He scrambles to avoid the pressure. He throws off his back foot. Number 17, Silver Gutierrez, makes an adjustment to his route. Touchdown, 43 yards. Good job, gentlemen. This week's U.S. Army Leadership Award goes to Tony Harris from Mackay. Coach Harris is the longest tenured coach in the Rio Grande Valley. Even though they lost on Friday, they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. Good job, Coach Harris.
What are we doing? What are we Bring it on, let's go. Good.
We have a lot of fun with these kids. You know, all our kids, we encourage them to have personalities. We draw a line in the sand and they know exactly where it is. And up till that, they can have as much fun as they want. And I think you get more work out of it. You know, anything you do, if you're not having fun doing it, you're not showing enthusiasm, you're not doing it very well. Oh, don't put that on there. Don't put that on there. Coach, this is our Polish guy. We just call him Polish guy. Each year at the banquet, I tell them that if football is the only thing they learn when they graduate from here, and high school football is the pinnacle of their life, then we've failed as coaches. It has nothing to do with, in reality, it has nothing to do with the wins and the losses. It has to do with how you handle the wins. It has to do with how you handle the losses. It has to do with setting goals, working hard to achieve the goals, and then whether you win or lose, you got to reset it, because it changes all the time. It changes every week, and that's the way life is.
Congratulations, Coach Harris. Now we'll be back with the picks for Week 10.
The sun shines bright as it moves across my face. I feel the light and everything is in its place. Oh, I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me, and life is good the way it should, the way it was meant to be. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Let your imagining soar with me to a magnanimously magnificent mashup deeply ingrained in our brain's pleasure center. The simple joy of sublimity, where decidedly delicious any size icy cold Coca-Cola soft drink or sweet tea is just $1.
You know, I've been doing this 40 years. It's about people. It's not just about numbers, it's about people. When my boys came into business, one thing I told them was, if we don't earn the business, we don't deserve the business. You need to go out and earn the business. Do the best you can. Do everything with integrity. Do it the right way. And I know the only way to be successful is to please our customers. And you thought the good old days were gone forever? We're still here. Mott's Cash and Carry Billing Materials. This is different. This is really different.
Jay's Barbecue. Hickory smoked brisket, pulled pork, half chicken, sausage, wings, baby backs, and the biggest baked potato you've ever seen. 100 East Nolana. Barbecue restaurant, catering, and drive-thru. Gotta love Jay's.
Welcome back to The Huddle, brought to you by 956sports.com, served by McDonald's on Fox 2. Everybody's favorite segment. This is where you all get to love on us or you get to hate on us, depending on whose team we pick. Week 10 of Valley High School football. Still plenty of playoff spots available, so let's get to the picking right now. Row at East. I believe last week, guys, I said that if you could stop Javi Obregon, you could stop the Row machine. This week, I think Westlake East stops Javi Obregon, and the East comes out winning. Doc?
Well, it's difficult to play a team that spreads the ball around like Rowe does. East just has to be active, and they can't miss tackles in space. I believe also the Wildcats are looking good.
A lot of people brought up to me the fact that East's defensive backs may be a little suspect when you take into the Rowe offense.
You know, Rowe is pretty good at offense. I mean, they are strong in offense, but West Local East will stand by themselves as the champions in that district.
Wow, dramatic pause and inflection and all of that. Let's get to our next game. Edinburgh Economides taking on Palmview. Edinburgh Economides still has a playoff glimmer. Palmview done. They could play the role of spoiler. Doc?
Yeah, they could very well do that. Sammy Basilios had a fantastic year at quarterback. Economides did what we said they shouldn't do, which was get to that last week having to win on the road. I still believe they have enough athletes to get it done.
So you're going with Economides?
I am indeed.
Palmview had a big victory over La Jolla Coyotes this past week, but I think the Jaguars will take this game.
Coach Payne has been doing a good job. Economides will make the playoffs.
After the 20th edition of Bird Bowl, in which the Harlingen Southhawks came up short against the Harlingen Cardinals, they've got a bounce-back game against the Los Fresnos Falcons. Coach, where do you go with this one?
You know, I'm going to predict that Harlingen South and Harlingen will be co-champions. I am going with Harlingen South in this one.
You're going with the Hawks. Doc?
You know, one thing I noticed about South, I was impressed by several things they did. I think they probably want to throw the ball a little bit more and better, or at least better, and they need to get Nick Garcia a little bit more involved in the passing game. But I still think it's a fine team, and at home, they should win.
I see the Hawks picking up this victory as well. Big 4A matchup. Mercedes is at Mission. Doc, where do we start with this one?
Well, we start with the fact that Mission very quietly has become one of the best teams in the Valley. Bar none, they're undefeated. They have a great defense. They can score. Mercedes, on the other hand, has shown they can win some close games. They did it in Valley View. They did it with Roma this weekend. That's going to be a fantastic football game. I think Mission's going to stay undefeated, but Mercedes is capable of beating them. I
agree with you on that. I think Mercedes has played some incredibly tight games. They've always managed to squeak it out, but those against have been some lesser opponents. Mission's coming in, flying high,
Mission
undefeated.
is tough, man.
They
Mission's
should handle
real
the
good.
Tigers in this one. Coach?
You know, Mercedes is very similar to Mission. I mean, they're very like as a team, but Mission will be the district champions by themselves. They will go 10-0.
He's in predictor mode today.
He's
not
in
just
full
maybe. No
predictor.
maybes today.
There's no maybes, no.
Hidalgo is at La Feria. Hidalgo needs a win in order to get into the playoffs.
And I think they might get it, because if that freshman is throwing the ball this week like he did last week, that's going to be hard to stop. But I like La Feria, Jesse Ramon. They can put the ball up too. That's an 80 over-under right there.
80 over-under. I will take the over on that one, especially if Patterson's gunning the way he did and running as well. Let's not forget he did have one rushing touchdown. I'll take the Pirates picking up the victory here.
You know, Shea Patterson, he's growing up fast. He is becoming a man in the football field. There's no way Hidalgo's going to lose this one. Hidalgo will make the playoffs.
Let's not forget, Shea Patterson, just a freshman. We've got 3 more years of him coming up on the radar. The last one is a big one. Lyford versus Raymondville. Coach, I'm going to start with you.
Willacy County, man, they're getting after it. And it's easy for me in this one. It's going to be the Bulldogs from Lyford.
You like the Bulldogs,
I like the Bulldogs,
taking on? They didn't do so well this past weekend. They came up a little short.
They did struggle, but this is a bragging rights in Willacy County, so you know the Bulldogs will take this one.
All right, Coach says that he's going to go with the Bulldogs. I'm going to ride on the coach's bandwagon there. Doc?
The thing about Lyford is they don't score as much as they did the last several years. They're still scoring about 25 a game, but it's not 40. Against Raymondville, they're going to have to get some points because Raymondville can score. Romeo Rosales, you can name any lawyer, many number of names. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game. I feel like Raymondville wins at home.
And those are our picks for week number 10 of Valley High School football. Now, don't forget, Tuesday, you get to do the pick. You get to choose who is going to be the next leader of our country. A lot of men and women have placed their lives on the line and still do so today to guarantee that we have that right to wake up under a blanket of freedom. So exercise your right to vote. On Tuesday, go out and choose who is going to be the next president of the United States. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Another week on the Huddle. Thanks to our friends at McDonald's and, of course, 956sports.com. You can go back and watch the entire show if you want to put yourself through that pain again. But we hope that you'll come back and join us again next Sunday. Chris Wallace is coming up with Fox News Sunday here on Fox 2.
We don't do the little thing where we're dancing.
Oh, we're